So a little over a month ago, I made a video that was titled the NBA 2K21's most badge build. It was a 97 badge Demi-God build that I made, and the comments on it were kind of interesting because obviously people were like, oh, it's lacking physicals, this build sucks. And in that video, I kind of showed a performance test that was showing that you could get away with having low physicals, but needless to say, they were not having it and they were pissed that I was bringing them a build with a little physical. But a little under a week ago, NBA 2K Labs decided to test that same theory that I had on do physicals matter, and when they tested if physicals mattered, it went to prove my theory all along that physicals are not as important as we once thought they were. They tested stamina and saw that going above 25 stamina was nearly pointless. So in today's video, I'm going to get right back into this player lab and I'm going to see if we can get even more badges on this game. Okay, I'm going to see if we can go beyond 97 badges and see how viable of a build it actually is. Look, here we are in the My Player Builder. Now, the last time we did this, we ended up finessing 97 badges, and this time I'm here to let you know that we are plus 100 in the badge count. So look, make sure you guys understand we are at the power forward position because power forwards, for some reason, this 2K get the most badges. It's the best position in the game overall, no matter what. So what you're going to go ahead and do is do 6'7". That is the minimum height for a power forward. Your weight doesn't matter. Leave your wingspan at max, which is 7'4", and then your body shape. You guys know me, I'm picking burly because I'm a burly guy. All right, now it's time to get into the magic and make this build go crazy. So look, what we're gonna do off rip is we're gonna go with a 94 close shot, we're gonna do a 94 driving layup, a 95 driving dunk, and a max standing dunk of 79, which is gonna give you 26 finishing badges. 26 finishing badges is a very promising start. Now from here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a max mid-range, we're gonna go max three-pointer, and then we're gonna take that free throw to a 78. Okay, so as you guys can see, we have 26 finishing, 22 shooting. Looking pretty glitchy so far, and as you guys can see, the badge count is almost 50 off rip. Now from here, max your pass accuracy, 81 ball handling, so one underneath the max ball handling, and then a 78 speed with ball. So you guys can see that's going to give you guys 29 playmaking, and it's starting to look really crazy at this point. This is the badge count for most people's builds off rip, and we haven't even gotten into the defense. So what you're going to do to make your life easier from here is you're going to go ahead and just go straight down before you do defense and knock your speed to 53. Now look, 53 is not fast, but this build is faster than the 97 badge build that we had already made. Now we get into the defense and we max out our steal, 93 on the block, which is max out that defensive rebounding, and then as you're going to see, we're going to be able to get up to an 86 on the offensive rebound. And as you guys can see right here, this is 101 badges, guys. 101 badges on this build with better physicals than the first time. So now that we are finished with the rating screen, we can move forward, and I always tell you guys, pick the takeover that fits your playstyle the most. On this build right here, since you have 101 badges, you can do a little bit of everything, so it does not matter. I'm just going to pick 2 random takeovers, and as you guys can see, we have built an offensive threat, and what I really genuinely believe should be called an all-around threat, because you have 101 badges that are evenly distributed between the 4 categories. It's actually crazy, guys. So from here, I'm going to go ahead and play this physicals test for you guys. I want you guys to pay close attention, and trust me, guys, you will be glad that you did. So just like I did in my previous video, I made a build and started a My League that had the exact same attributes. As you guys can see, the 25 stamina, 25 strength, 25 acceleration, 53 speed, and then the 78 speed with ball, just like the actual build, and everything else remains the exact same. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to take Brett Silver into action. Make sure you comment Brett Silver if you made it this far in the video, but we're going to go ahead and take him into action and see if this build can get away with no physicals. Here we are, guys. We are getting into his first career start. It's a big night for Brett Silver, man. Big night for Brett Silver. They said you couldn't play without physicals, and he beat the odds, and he's doing numbers and remaining humble. So look, the first thing I want to do is show you guys the speed overall. So as you guys can see, he doesn't look that much slower than anybody else on the court. Laterally, it's not as bad as you might think. And to be completely honest with you, looking at that stamina, I've done a lot of running around this possession, and I still have a solid stamina bar. So if you could picture playing in the park, it really wouldn't be that bad. Now, Brandon Ingram's getting that rebound. We all know Zion Williamson cannot shoot. And this is a live comp, guys. But look, as you guys can see, once you get going, the build is actually not that slow. And I'm taking that sucker coast to coast and making it, all right? But look, as you guys can see, once I got going, obviously the acceleration is a bit slow, but once you get going, he's actually not that slow. And as you guys can see, I'm out here disrupting shots because I'm Brett Silver. Now look, same thing. Stamina's low here. Obviously, this is not going to be a Pro-Am build ideally. Playing Pro-Am with 25 stamina is low-key a setup. But if you're playing Park and you're playing quick games to 21, you can see this build is low-key a lot quicker than you might think. Obviously, I'm missing that. Not the best take. I don't have any of my dribble moves on here. I don't really have anything set up, but I'm still out here getting buckets with the kid. All right, now just for reference, you guys can see this is Terry Rozier, and if you look, after 2 dribble moves, he's going to be blinking. That's just how this game is. So when you're watching my player with 25 stamina blink, that's just how this game is. Now, if you sag off of my guy like that, he's going to go ahead and knock that sucker down because he's a 101 badge Demi-God. Also, something to keep in mind is that as you were watching this, I have no badges, okay? So I don't have any of the playmaking badges that are going to make me faster. I don't have any of the shooting badges that are going to help me knock out shots, or the finishing badges that are going to show up the contact dunks that you'll be getting. But guys, I'm telling you, this is a crazy Park build. I mean, there is not going to be many Park builds that you're playing that are better than this build. And as I always say, guys, this is just a template. If you guys want to go ahead and make changes to this build to get better physicals, like maybe you want acceleration or you want more speed or you want some stamina, then be my guest. But what I'm doing is bringing you guys the most badges in the game. So look, what I did not show you was how you would do this badge spread, and that's what we're going to get into right now. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how you should divvy up these badges. So being that you have 101 badges, you could seriously run every badge in the game, and that's actually crazy to think about because I believe that this is the only build in 2K that you can do that with. Now, that is obviously not the way that you would want to run this build because there's plenty of better ways that you could divvy up your badges, but that's just something to note that how crazy this build actually is that you could run every single badge possible in the game and upgrade them beyond just bronze. Now let's get into how you would run this badge spread if you were actually making this player. So look, Hall of Fame posterizer, Hall of Fame heat seeker are the 2 most important. You have a 95 driving dunk, so having that Hall of Fame posterizer is going to help you get all of your contact dunk animations, and with heat seeker, your takeover is going to fly because you have it on Hall of Fame. And you still have 18 badges left over, so from here, I would probably run Fearless Finisher, Giant Slayer, Rise Up, and even then, you still have 7. So it kind of just depends on your playstyle. Run what fits your playstyle, but me personally, I would run Hall of Fame Acrobat and Gold Highlight Film. That's how I would divvy up these 26. And I know some of you guys would run Slithery and Pro Touch and stuff like that. I just don't think that that personally fits my game. Now, moving into the shooting. Look at all of these shooting badges that you can choose from. It's actually ridiculous, but what you're going to want to run, you're going to want to run Hot Shot, Blinders, Deep Threes. And it's so much to freaking choose from on this build. I would run Green Machine on Gold. Then you still have room for a Hall of Fame and a Gold badge. So I would go Hall of Fame Hot Zone Hunter. And then it's totally preference at this point. If you're a spot up, run that catch and shoot on Gold. But since I don't usually play spot up, personally, I would run that stop and pop on Gold. And then from here, 29 playmaking. So look, you have Hall of Fame Bullet Passer, which is OP in this game, guys. Hall of Fame Bullet Passer is the glitch, and the fact that you get it is absolutely awesome. So I will run Bullet Passer, I will run Ankle Breaker on Gold, Bailout on Bronze. I'd probably run Space Creator so I could get even more ankle breakers. Unpluckable on Hall of Fame. Guys, most point guard builds do not have 25 playmaking. This is actually wild. I'd run Tight Handles on Gold, Needle Threader on Hall of Fame, Quick First Step on Hall of Fame, and then for the final 2, it's totally up to you. I would probably run Handles for Days. And again, guys, like I said, this is just a template. You can totally change it up to fit your playstyle. Now, last but not least is the 24 defense. And being that you can do a little bit of everything, the defense is really going to depend on what position you're playing. If you're playing center, make sure you have it on box. But I'm sure a lot of you guys would not play center with this build. So how I would personally run it is I'd run that Hall of Fame interceptor, Hall of Fame chase down artist, Hall of Fame rebound chaser, and I still have 3 more Hall of Fame badges, guys. Hall of Fame rim protector, intimidator, and I mean, I guess you really don't have a choice. I would probably run pickpocket, but box is kind of looking like the move on this build, so you can just go out there and horse everybody, guys. And that is how I would personally divvy up the 101 badges. And that, my friends, is the end of today's video, guys. I hope that you enjoyed. And look, guys, just a friendly reminder to follow me on Instagram at J35H. If you guys like all of my pictures, I'll be sure to take the time and like all yours back. Also follow me on Twitter at Choc to stay up to date with what's going on. And I got some banger tweets as well. So look, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure that you guys turn on those post notifications so you guys don't miss any of the banger videos or streams that I have coming up. And look, as always, it's your boy Choc. Stay tuned for more, and I'm out. Peace.